What if all of our suffering is a cry from our soul, from our body and our subconscious mind, asking us to love, value, and take much better care of ourselves? What if our suffering is waking us up to what matters most, to the reasons we were actually born? We experience so much pain and suffering throughout our life. You were not born to suffer. You came here to enjoy your life, to learn about love, to grow. The question that's really important to answer is, how do I create less suffering for myself and for the people I love? A lot of our suffering is the result of us betraying ourselves and trying to please other people all the time. I've been tortured mentally and emotionally. I've struggled with drug addiction, suicidal thoughts. I've gone through periods of not wanting to be here. And I feel really lucky that I found some insights that helped me heal my heart and find deep health again. And I just want to help you have a really practical mindset on how to move forward. I knew in every cell of my body that we did not come here to suffer. But I never learned the tools to create less suffering. I learned a lot of habits, ways of thinking, ways of being in the world that created more suffering for me and the people around me. And I think most of us are living life in that way. It's easy to get caught up blaming ourselves for the suffering we find ourselves trapped in. And so blaming ourselves is just another form of self-criticism and negative thinking that we want to heal. Your suffering often is not your fault, because there's a lot of things you learned in childhood that you had no control over. But as soon as you become aware of it, and as soon as you shift your thinking about it, then you're empowered to take your health, to take your happiness back. The most powerful mindset I have found to break free of whatever suffering we faced in our lives is to ask ourselves, what is this teaching me now about sticking up for myself in the way I didn't know how to stick up for myself in the past? But now I can, and I will, because I'm not gonna hurt myself anymore, and I'm not gonna let anybody else hurt me anymore. When a butterfly is ready to break free from its cocoon, it pushes up against the inner walls of the cocoon, and it struggles to actually get itself out and to break free. This process actually forces a liquid from deep inside the butterfly's body out into the tiny capillaries in the wings of the butterfly, and it actually gives the butterfly's wings the strength to fly. I know in my life that my suffering and my struggles are the one thing that has given me the strength to live my life as a free and full expression of who I really am. So you don't have to hide anymore, or live a lie anymore, or betray who you really are. So we can listen to ourselves and move through the world in our own rhythm. When we move through the world at a pace that's true to us, following our heart, magic happens. Miracles unfold. We open people's hearts, and then we have genuine, authentic interactions and connections with people that actually make life feel worth living. If we don't look for a purpose in our suffering, it's so easy to just get stuck because we think, this is it, I'll never get out of this. But as soon as you ask the question, what is my suffering trying to teach me? There's an opening. Ask yourself, what is this situation teaching me about valuing myself? What is this situation teaching me about being true to myself? How can you live your life as an authentic, free, and full expression of who you really are if you're rejecting yourself every day? You have to say, my needs matter. My feelings matter. My desires, my calling matters, because if they don't matter to you, they're never going to matter to anybody else. One question I really like to ask people is, if you valued yourself 100%, what would you say and what would you do in this situation? And now the secret is, go do that.